Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Artisan of Glimmith. So I have to find 5 more puzzles to finish this window. That one's level 4. I feel I did find them at the end of the last episode. There's one in there. Okay, let's start with this one here. Those have to be different. Try a different colour for that. It's either 2 or 3. It's only 2 different shapes, so if I put something vertically here, then it has to be different. It could be a 3 vertical and 2 horizontal 2s. Yeah, so whatever's on these 2 has to be the same, so that it can be different to whatever's on these. So that has to be a 2. And that has to be a 2. That's a 2, this is a 3, and would have to go vertically. If that's a 3, if that's a 3, then this would have to be a 3 going vertically. This cannot go vertically because then we should have a problem with the delta. So that has to go horizontally, so that means these are both 2s. That means that has to be a 3. I'll make the 3 blue. This has to be a 3. Those are all forced. Could be a 2 or a 3, I don't know yet. This has to be a 3 and has to go that way. That's going to have to be a 2. Means this has to be a 2. Sorry, this has to be a 3. This has to go vertically. Oof. Ouch. So 2 elbow and big elbow. That is either the 2 or it's the big elbow. That's either the 2 or the big elbow. If it's that shape, then that actually looks like, no. I can't do 2 of the big pieces round there and there. I could do a big piece round there, a small piece round there, and a big piece round there, and a 2 shape, a 2 shape. and a 2 shape. It's all working. At least so far it is. Okay, well this is all hypothetical. I will mark those bits in because I'm going to be hitting restart if it goes wrong. Okay, that would have to be a 2. That would have to be a 2. Maybe this one has to be a 3. That has to be a 2. That has to be a 2. That has to be a 2. So that's a 3 to finish. Solve a difficulty 5 puzzle. I've really not done a difficulty 5 before. Oh well. Maybe not. There's 3 more. One of them is here's level 6. Okay, I will do the level 6. Ooh, I will attempt the level 6, but this looks quite big. Actually, I don't know that that goes that way. It could go down, and this can, of course, extend further. But this is going to have to come out. So those could each have another 3. That has to go down at least 2, in fact at least 3. It hits the bottom. But it could go left or right, and I cannot tell which it does because there's a variety of ways of filling that in. That's going to have to go down 3. And that can only come up 2. That's going to only go 2. could still be the 3x3. This is either 2x2 or 3x3. Now, does that join up or down? It can't join. Oh, it could join up. We get nasty if it does join up. Too many ways to complete all of these. There's a 3 and a 2 going across the bottom here. So I don't know which colour that is. I may have to start putting notes on. Right, that can only come come that far out. This, of course, could be rotated if it was a 2x3. This has to come at least that far up. Now, that for a 2x3, this would be a 2x3 coming down. This could be a 3x3, in which case that could be, yeah, loads of possibilities. I'll stop hiding things like difficulty and the bottom of the rolls. That has to come up. These two are different, so one of these two extends upwards. If this one extends upward, then this has to be it could still be a 2x3 horizontally, and this one could. No, if this extends upwards, then one of these two is a 3x3. This one extends upwards, it is a 2x3. That's going to have to extend at least one that way. One of these goes into here. I don't know which. That has to come out. Does it? No, because it could be this one. That and that, those are the same. So one has to extend up and one has to extend down. Oh, this is getting quite interesting up at the top. Whatever we put in that space and that space have to be the same. One of them has to extend down and one of them has to extend either to the left or the right. And then something different, like a 2x2, has to fill the gap in one but not in the other. Hang on, if this goes up, this goes down, then this has to come up and be something different. So these are 2x3. I'll mark them as green because I know they're 2x3s. If this extends up, then I have no way to fill those two, so this has to extend down. I think those have to be correct. So this could still be a 3x3, which means this could be a 3x2. Whatever's here has to go into that gap, and that could extend to the right. This has to go here. We can't extend because we need to do 2 here. Whatever's on the, that could go, this one could be the 2x3 that comes to here. This cannot be a 2x3, so this has to be a 3x3. That's forced out, which means I think I have to do that. This also has to extend down. That has to be a 3x3. And this is where it's all broken and gone wrong, because that does not work. Okay. Thing wrong. I was right. This was basically self-contained logic that these two have to be the same. That has to be the same as what's on this side. Different from this. This has to extend. This, I think, has to go up. Because this can't extend up. Because then it would force this to extend up and this delta would break. So there is a line across there. Could it still extend left? That cannot be a 2 by 2. This one extends out. Ah, this can't go left if that goes left. And if it goes right, that can't be a 2 by 3. It would mean this would have to be a 2 by 3, which would mean this would have to be, and that doesn't work. This is not for 3 by 3. No, I don't like this. Let's try this again from the top. So that has to be those have to be at least that. They could be 2 by 3, they can't be 3 by 3. But one of them can come down and the other one can come out. whatever we put in the corners always have to take up at least that much space in the corners. That might be a useful start. These two have to be the same. One of these has to come down and one across. I don't know which. One of these has to come down and one goes up. But if this is a 2x3, this has to be a 2x2. And if this is a 3x3, this could be either 2x2 or 2x3. Right, can't tell. Those are the same. Those are the same. Go across all up. These are different across here, but I don't know whether it's this one comes up to here. That is definitely a hard line. And you might as well mark those in just for clarity. Each of these has to come a little bit further out. Although technically these could be the same because they run into each other. I think I take anything I can get from the markings. That has to be 3 high. This could be 3x3. 2x3 going up, forcing this to expand that way. 2x3 down here does not work. Means no, that could come down, that could expand in here. So 2x2 does work, unfortunately. I don't know, something probably joins one side or other of this. Either this goes left or it goes all the way to the edge. That wants to extend out. Bring 2x2 in, or I can extend this one. Can't extend to the right because then we're left with a single unavailable block. is insensible, so that has to extend down there. I don't know that these two don't join, so I shan't mark a solid border. No, this has to go to here. And it cannot be bigger. Okay, that one is fixed. That can go down still. So I don't know that it goes up. Because this could be a 3x3, or cannot be a 2x2, can't be a 2x3, it must be a 3x3. This could extend down, or we can put a 2x2 in there. Either way, no, this could extend across. Yeah, there's multiple options. That goes down, this one has to come up. It could go left or right. I sort of on the sizes of those. This here, not this, and is not 2x3. If that's a 2x2, these two have to be the same. So either this is a 3x3, which is going to do interesting things over here, or it's a 2x2 and both of these extend. Does this have to extend down? Yeah, oh, sorry, this can't extend up now. Should have seen that. This has to extend down. Right. This is not 2x2 or 2x3, so it has to be 3x3. Means that has to extend into there. Means that has to be a 2x3. Means this has to extend up. And this has to extend down. means this has to be 2 by 3. I don't know still which way those go. Okay, this is not a 2 by 3. It's at least 3 high, so it's 3 by 3. But it could go that way, or it could go that way. Okay. So does that join to there? Could do if this is another 3 by 3. These two have to be part of the same shape. It's not a 3 by 3. It's have to go up. One of these has to extend. So I could just put a row of 3 by 3s across the bottom, or I can put a 2 by 3 and not have a 2 by 3 in there. Yay! Well, that has to not run into this, or we run out of space. And this has to not run. Okay, that's a 2 by 2. One. Be clear those are different. Still too many options. That could be part of this. In which case it doesn't have to extend across. Doesn't go 3 down. It does have to go 2 down. This can go left or right. If it goes to the right, then this has to be the 3 by 3, which it would have to go this way. If it's a 2 by 2, this one can go that way. Can this extend down a third? It would force that. No, because that would force this to be 2 by 3 and this to be 2 by 3, which doesn't work. And it would extend down to being a 3 by 3. Again, still breaks that. So there's a definite line there, which means this definitely comes up. I just don't know if it joins to this or not. So that's 2 by 3. It's either 2 by 2 or 3 by 3. If it's 3 by 3, then we can do that. And that would have to be a 2 by 2. And this would have to be a 2 by 2. Oh, and I forgot that. It's probably more useful than doing hypotheticals down here. So this has to be 2 by 3, and it can only be that now. That has to be a 3 by 3. That has to be a 3 by 3. 3 by 3. Another 3 by 3. Okay, that's going to have to come out 3. And I just broke that. That's going to have to come out 3 like that. Has to go like that. Means this is 2 by 2. Going up or down. And that one. Oof. That was a hard puzzle. And there are probably much harder still to come. Okay, 2 more in this area, and one of them is here. And it's only level 4. Ooh. How do I make these two same shape? So I need to have, that's different. This has to extend out somewhere. This one has to get a Y on the end. It can't go down, so it's got to come all the way to here. Are these the same shape? Yeah, I think those are. Nice. Okay, where's oops? Can't see. Oh yes, I can. There's the one I missed. That has to be that shape, I think. That has to be that. Oh no, those are the same. Is that the only way around that could go? I think so. No, yeah, because otherwise anything else is going to push off the edge, I think. What have I? Yes. Whew. Finished the Gemini and Delta window. Esteemed artisan, I apologize for the preponderance of constraints I've laid upon your work. Many further rules are yet to come. This area is optional. You may proceed as soon as 4 windows are complete. I have the first 2, the Rose window and the Gemini and Delta window, so I can proceed. Quite a bit. This looks like I have multiple directions, but actually I think these are just small side paths. Let's have a look. 3 by 4. Okay, so every shape actually has a 3 by 3 coming out from the corner. I just don't know which side it then extends on. This cannot be part of that. It can't go that way. So we're forcing that. Yeah, it was quite nice. All regions must be this shape. Now the question is, does it go up here or down here? And the answer is, I don't know. I think I do know, because I think I need to do a mirror, not a mirror, straight clone of the other yellow shape. That doesn't work because it doesn't go far enough down. It's probably this shape that's wrong, because this one could continue down. Yeah. And now that one can go that way around. So it is a mirror. Yay. Or pentominoes. Just like that. Just like that. There's something else to unlock there. I have to do more of these first. All regions must be 4 with a couple of legs hanging off. All regions have to have a book of 2 and a book of 4. So something like that. But not that, because this shape Not that. Oh, it must be that. Okay. On larger puzzles, guessing can get you into big trouble. Yes, I found that out. Only colour shapes that you know for sure. It's elbow pieces. That one's fixed. That one's forced. That one is forced. I don't know if it goes that way or that way. That it's forced. So now that's forced. Means that is forced that way. If I go right, then I get a straight. Yep. I enjoyed that one. Similar, but this time everything has to go straight. Don't know if it goes left or right. Don't know if it goes up or down. Oh, that has to go horizontally. Means that has to go horizontally. That flowed very smoothly. Eesh, 9. that's the only way. If I rotate that around 45 degrees, then I get an isolated cell. That's the 4. And then go 3 on 1. If that's the 4, and then go 1 and fill those 2 in. I can't tell which is which. I just know there's a cross there. Okay, let's have a look at this one. From the corner, that has to be that way around. Yeah. Okay, which now forces this one to be that way. Oops. And a nice little grid of 9 elephants. I think they're elephants. And that is shape bank completed. I'm not sure whether to do this one to silver or gold. Could take me a long time judging how long it took me to finish off the last window. Either way, I'm going to stop here. Keep the episodes to approximately an hour. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll do at least one more of these before I declare them too difficult to complete. Thank you. See you then.